All right, YouTube, here we are, day 51 training review. So this was the first quote-unquote bench day since my injury. So I still haven't been to the doctor, all that kind of stuff, just gonna figure it out. Gonna try and bring some stuff in from another rehab program that I found online, see what we can do. But we start off with the squats, of course. We did the 3 count eccentric pause front squats today. Actually, so since it happened Saturday, each day it's felt a little bit better. So that gives me hope. Did have some bruising appear on my arm yesterday, but it's mostly on my inner bicep. So I don't know, it's not on my pec or anything, so who knows. But I actually felt pretty good here. Wound up working up to 185, which is the most weight I've held since it happened. So now we're moving on to the bench warm-up. So going to start off with some standing banded arrow rows right here, just to get everything loosened up, warmed up on the back, on the shoulder, everything. Don't want to take any chance of making it worse if I can't help it, I guess. So that was the thing here. I tried some lat pull downs here, or standing cable rows, whatever you want to call them. You can kind of tell my range of motion isn't great here. This was actually kind of painful, so I was just trying to get some done on that. Then we did these rotator cuff raises here with 5 pounds. You can kind of look on my face and see that this was not the most pleasant thing to do, but a lot of the rehab program that I got was from my rotator cuff, or was from a rotator cuff centered program. So again, not entirely sure what it is, but this is all kind of just bench warm up stuff. Get everything warmed up in your shoulders and ready to go, because that's where I felt it the most, was in my shoulder. I don't think I've destroyed my rotator cuff, because I don't think I'd have the range of motion. Then brought out the trusty broomstick again from home, and just started going through the range of motion right here. Definitely had no plans to go heavy or anything like that, so I just did this superset about 3 times, super high reps, and then this is what I came up with. Well, actually, you'll see in the next clip, I was pretty proud of it. So did some supersets with the back. Kind of my theory was, well, if I can't bench press, might as well try and make my back nasty. So did some supersets here. We did 3 more sets of supersets in addition to the previous supersets that you saw warming up. So just alternating back and forth here. Then we did some neutral grip cable pull downs. These felt better than they did yesterday, and that's kind of going to be my process, I think. Working my way through it is work through the range of motion every day, and if it keeps getting better and better each day, I think I'm okay. That's what I'm going to go with, unless the pain doesn't go away. So we went a little bit heavier today, a little bit more intensity, and so this was my cheap version of a bamboo bar. I took some red mini bands and just wrapped some 5-pound plates on each side to give myself a little bit of weight on the bar, because there's no way I could hold a bar right now. The pain was just too much, and so we tested it out on flat, and then I decided to go to incline, because the pain isn't as great when I'm on incline, which to me makes me think it's more my pec, because incline is a little more shoulder based. That's my theory. Anyways, feel free to let me know if I'm completely wrong on that, but I was actually kind of encouraged here. The full range wasn't bad. The contraction was not happening on the right side though. Still super inflamed. We did a few sets of that. Then we came over to do flies here, but this is just that same mini band that I always do the banded arrows with, so there's not a lot of tension here. So I was slowly stepping out to get a little bit more tension until I felt like don't go any further because the pain was too great. So I'm just trying to get blood flow into the chest, get some of the inflammation down, all that stuff. And this is the first day back with the bench, or we'll say a bench, and then we finished up with the lunges. So I was pretty pumped. I mean, it's Tuesday before Thanksgiving right now, so there's not going to be a lot happening after tomorrow, training wise, if I even get to film tomorrow's training. So it is what it is at this point. My main thought was, hey, you're already at day 51. Just don't miss your squat and lunge streak, and then we're going to go from there.